So if you're looking to sell your home in today's current real estate climate, it is a lot different than it's been in the past 12 to 24 months. It is no longer put a sign on your lawn and have it sold in a week or two, especially if you live outside of the Greater Toronto area. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys 5 tips on what it's going to take to sell your home right now. My name is Mike Carpino. Feel free, if you want, reach out to me at the number here on screen. We can chat about what makes sense for you in the real estate market. If you're looking to transition from one home to the next, what process should you take? If you're looking to get on the market for the first time, what makes sense for you? What areas should you be targeting to get the most value for your dollar? Number one thing you need to do if you are selling your home right now is exercise patience. The average home right now is taking more than 35 days to sell in the GTA. Depending on what area you're in, what city you're in, we're seeing it in the high 20s up to the high 30s in terms of the days on market it's going to take. And this is for your average home. If you have a home that's spectacular, it could sell for quicker. If you have a home that's very average, it doesn't have anything that stands out, it could take significantly longer. We have some homes that are getting some action and they're less than 20 days on the market right now. And we have some homes that are beautiful, but they're in a highly saturated market where they're sitting on the market for north of 50 days. So if you're a seller, exercise that patience and understand this process might be a little bit longer than you're hoping, more drawn out, but it is more of a traditional real estate market than we've seen in a lot of years. The second thing is work with an agent who actually understands the current market and what's going on. There's a million agents out there, and not to be dramatic, we almost have 100,000 agents in Ontario, and a lot of them only work part-time. Myself, I've been in it for 9 years, full-time, not a second job for me. This is what I do day in and day out. And currently, we have 3 active listings that we're dealing with our clients in this market. So we understand what is going on in the day-to-day, how many showings are happening on average, what each area looks like, and what actually is getting things sold and what is pushing things into a longer days on market situation if your home is on the market. So work with an agent who understands the market, who has some inventory, but knows what it's going to take to get it sold. And that's going to be doing a lot more than has been done in the past. We need a lot more advertising, a lot more marketing, a lot more social media. It is not just throw a sign on the lawn, cross your fingers, and say a prayer. That's not going to get your home sold in today's market. Pricing it right and doing all of those following things is going to put you in the best shape to sell your home quicker, especially if you have other homes you're competing with in your area. The third thing is you want to show your home off in its best light. We already in point number 2 mentioned how important the media can be, but media is going to be one of those avenues that we use to show off your home in the best light. Obviously, having it staged, making sure that it's presentable in its absolute best for the market is important, but we want to highlight a lot of those features that your specific home might have that somebody else doesn't. So if you have a beautiful pool, we want to put the emphasis on that because that might be the determining factor for what makes your home stand out more than somebody else's. Now, if you have things that might hold your home back, we also don't want to highlight those. So we want to pick and choose the features that we are highlighting to make sure that when we are exposing your property across all these vast medias, we are exposing it in a light that is going to be advantageous for you as a seller. We don't want to show off some of the not so nice property features that your home may have. Maybe you have carpet in the bedrooms upstairs, not something you want to necessarily highlight and showcase. But a pool with great landscaping, let's highlight that all day long. Now, the fourth thing is you want to be unique as a seller. And what do I mean by that? I mean strategy, I mean pricing, I mean marketing offerings, and how we are actually utilizing all of the other aspects we've mentioned to expose your property out there. So we want to be unique in the fact that if there's other homes that are priced in your area, we want to have a unique price that stands out from the rest based on our value in that home. When we're talking media, if you have unique features in your home, make sure that there's video done, YouTube video like we're doing now. Make sure that there's advertising done for these specific features. And if you can really hone in on who your potential buyer is, maybe you're selling a townhouse. This is really geared towards somebody moving up from a condo to a townhouse or a first-time buyer. So make everything specific to those buyers so you have a better shot at getting your home sold quicker. And tip number 5 is have a strategy. Sit down with your agent, sit down with your partner if there's somebody else involved in the home selling process, and go over what the process could look like in your first week, 2 weeks, 30 days, 60 days, however long you want to set out your process, and have a plan of action going forward. Because if you have a plan of action, you understand where you're going to be at in the process, what needs to change and what needs to happen. Maybe you're on the market for 21 days and it's time for a price adjustment or a price improvement is what some of us are calling it nowadays. We want to have this conversation and have this plan ahead of time. We don't want to be doing this on a whim and not be prepared for it, because as a seller, you may be hoping, of course, to get your list price that you're putting your house on the market with originally. But if you have a plan and you have a prepared sequence of how you actually want to navigate the market, should things not go 100% as planned, you're going to be setting yourself up for a much better mind space and head space. You're not going to have that additional stress of, oh, I'm now lowering my price, this sucks. You're going to be prepared for it, and you're going to understand this is what it takes to get home sold in this market. Now, the bonus tip that I'm going to offer you guys here, so tip number 6 out of 5, is have no expectations. Obviously, we want to sell our home for a certain dollar amount, but if you have your expectations set at a bar that is just super, super high, and you have no understanding of what that low or what that medium is, you're going to find yourself ending disappointed regardless of the ultimate outcome. If you have your home on the market for $900,000 and you expect $900,000, but you get $870,000, which is still a very good number based on your original list price, you're going to find yourself disappointed because you wanted that additional $30,000. But if you had no expectations and you understand with your agents the market, what the conditions are, you have a much better understanding of what's happening. And when something like this happens, selling your home for a great price, but maybe not your original list price, you're going to be able to handle it a lot better. Mentally is the most difficult part of this whole process, selling your home. It's your love, your joy. You've put so much time and effort into maintaining your home, and I know everybody wants exactly what they want for their home, but you're going to get what the market is going to pay for your home in any specific market. And right now our market is generally a little bit slower in the GTA, out to Waterloo, even up north, depending on which area you specifically live. So understanding those other sales that are happening, how your home compares to them, is going to set yourself up mentally for a much better headspace, and having those low or no expectations is just going to make it that much easier for you. Let me know what you think of these tips in the comment section down below. If you're thinking of selling your home soon and you have more questions, text me at the number here on screen. If not, I'll see you in the next video. My name is Mike Carpino. Bye for now.